and you can see. Hi all, Andy here, and welcome back to the channel where, fingers crossed, second time lucky, this broadcast is now live and running. So massive apologies if you jumped on the original stream. Had a few technical issues with it, and maybe because I haven't done a live broadcast since August, and it will actually out horribly. So thanks for jumping on tonight. If you don't know me, my name's Andy, and I am the YouTube creator here on the channel. And so back in October, I hit the magical mark of 5,000 subscribers. So for every single one of you out there that has subscribed to the channel, liked the video, left a comment, thank you so much. It really makes this worthwhile doing. If it wasn't for you guys, there'd be no point really doing this. But the feedback has been fantastic. And just for me, I want to give something, a little bit something back to you all. So a massive thank you for contributing your comments and your lovely words over time. It does make it truly worthwhile. But tonight, as a thank you, I thought I would be giving away this, which is an OBD Go. Doesn't like that, does it? OBD Go, OBD2 reader. And it's one I've had for about a year, and I've been using it. And it works fine. So I figured it's about time I gave it to someone out there, so you can have this yourself. A handy little gadget, and I recommend anyone that has got an Audi TT, this is an essential bit of kit. So I made a little bit of a competition, probably you saw on the channel last week, and I asked the question, can you share one of my videos or give me some feedback or comments about one of my videos that you like best, because that helps me make content for you. Sound is a bit shabby, mate. Oh, that's not great, but that's good feedback, because I'm going to look at my settings and see why that would be. Hopefully it's not too bad. If you can leave me a comment if you can't understand it. The audio is choppy. Okay, let's see what we can do to sort that out, guys. I'm going to see if I can take that out. Does that make any difference? Does that make it any better? Let me know if it does or it doesn't. Because the last thing I want is this not going right for you guys. Giving away second-hand parts. Yes, Stephen, I am giving away second-hand parts. And the worrying thing is most of the people that I've seen on this feed already have probably got one of these. So I'm not really going to be helping you guys out. So anyway, apologies for the initial stream that crashed. Say it's down to the technology, I think. But I thought I would just talk about some of the things that we've got coming up over the next few months. I am currently recording a year in review video. So I'm going back over all the events I've been to over the last year. And they are numerous, many of which I've been involved in organising and bringing the TT community together here in the UK much closer. In fact, you know, the reach for us is worldwide, which is great. And it's so nice to read comments from people in the middle of the night from Australia asking for advice, and the States. It's really good to see it's connecting with so many people. Of course, myself and many of the other Audi TT Mark 1 YouTubers who are on this channel. So Car Quiz is on there. I see that at the moment. We've also got, I think Dom and Bryn have been out there as well. And we had a great time earlier this year when we went out to the Nürburgring. And it was a fantastic experience. I've never been anywhere like that before. And to see everyone having a great time, that was great. So I'm going to cover that in my year video. Simply Audi, well, that wasn't great for me. If you remember, it was the creation of the Breakdown Legends gang as we started it off that day, where Chris and Carl both helped me out. Obviously, the 3.2 had a bit of an issue that day and broke down. But again, the video will cover it all. And of course, one of my highlights for the year was my trip down the Vegas Strip with Larry in his Mark III Audi TT. If you've not seen that video on the channel, I do recommend it. It's lovely to see Vegas at night in a Roadster. Highly recommend it. But coming up next year, we've got a few good things lined up. We're going back to the ring, and Car Quiz will be booming around it this year with a lot of performance parts. I know that he's fitting right now, so there's going to be some great content coming on Chris's channel covering the fitting of those parts. And make sure you check him out if you've not already done so. Looking forward to going to the ring and getting to drive around it next time in my 3.2 V6, provided it's still working all right. Speaking of the cars, the Roadster is currently in my garage at the moment, only because it's cold and wet and horrible outside, and I like to keep the paintwork as good as possible on that car. I am using it in the winter this year. Last year I took it off the road, but this year I'm keeping it on the road. so I can drive it around and enjoy those crisp winter mornings with the roof down and feeling the cold, giving my ears frostbite. Looking forward to doing that. The 3.2 is actually being used as a daily at the moment, which I didn't think I'd say I'd be doing. And the bodywork on that, I think, has suffered this year. It definitely needs a new sill on the driver's side. So I'm going to be removing the sills and making sure I don't damage any of the parts. Replacing that sill. The driver's wing possibly needs some paint as well. So I'll cover taking that off and getting that painted. So there's some good content coming probably on bodywork, not done by myself, I have to say this time. It is going to be covered by taking it to a proper paint shop and getting it done correctly. Also coming up next year, we are taking a trip to a museum in Belgium near Ypres, and that is called Cars. And that's going to be the host of an international TT event that we're organising, myself, Simon Matthews, and Frank Smulders in Holland, where we're bringing together TTs from Holland, France, Belgium, Germany, and of course the UK. We're going to be going out there in convoy on Friday, the 12th of April. So if you would like to come along on the convoy, we are going to be setting off at 10:50 a.m. on the train at the Eurotunnel. So if you want to be part of that, be there. We're going to be there from Friday to the Sunday. The actual event for the international TTs is going to take place on the Saturday morning between about 11 and 1. So if you want to come along and meet like-minded European TT owners, make sure you're there. There's some great things coming up next year. Also on the channel, I was asked by one of you, well, I say one of you, one of my fellow TT YouTubers, that we should do a bloopers video, an outtakes. Well, I started going through my footage and I could probably make a 5-hour video for the outtakes I've made. So I have cut that down, but I'm going to share that with you to show you what goes on behind the scenes, because a lot of people ask about the channels and what we do. Well, just so you're aware, at the channels, it's only just each of us that run these. So there's no camera people, there's no sound people, there's no editors. It's just us. So as you can imagine, because there's lots of outtakes where we're doing it on our own, lots of swearing, lots of mistakes, I thought we'd share with you some of the problems that we have when we're trying to film the job and do the job at the same time. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Probably be coming out around Christmas time. But I guess on with the show, we need to talk about this. So you're going to have to bear with me because I'm going to be juggling about 3 PCs while I do this. I have put all of the information of the people that entered the competition into this list here. So you can see there are only actually 8 people that entered. So, but I guess that's because most people have got one of these. So if we look through the list of people, we've got Joe, Peter Loden, Gordy, Alex, TT Breaker, Steve Robertson, Pete Phillips, and Roger B. So they were the people that entered. And I'm just going to scroll that down. So we want one winner, and let's have a 60-second duration draw for it. So what we'll do, we'll scroll down to where we're going to start the draw. It'll take 60 seconds, so that way it'll rattle through all your names, and it will pick a winner at random. So if we're ready, I'll say I'm pointing at, you can't actually see that, just because I hadn't phased it across. So there you go. So hopefully you can see, no, that's this side. Right, I'm going to do all that again because you probably want to see all the names. So here's the list of names that I've entered. It's 70-second duration, so just over a minute it's going to randomise the names. I'm going to click on start. Good luck to everyone that's entered. Let's see who's the winner. Let's hope it works. Oh, there we go. Right, all the names flicking past. So it will eventually stop on a random name after 70 seconds. So good luck, guys. So if you want to leave me a comment in the comments below or in the live chat, let me know what's going on in your world right now. Interesting to know. I see that, yeah, that was you, Steve, asking about the outtakes video. You are quite right there. But yeah. Oh, Mr. GMT, thank you very much for your contribution of $10. That is very kind of you. Thank you very much. It does, when we get sort of donations like that, it all goes back into creating stuff for the channel. So thank you very much. That is most appreciated. Very generous. Thank you so much. I'm just going to highlight that on this so we can just show that on the. Is that Oh, there it is. There you go. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. GMT. That's very kind of you to do so. That list of still flying past on the wrong side on this side. I'm hoping it is going to stop at some point. Oh, there we go. Joe Cordwell's the winner. Well done, Joe. Copying copying my video about 15 times on all the different Facebook groups has paid off for you. Joe Cordwell, well done, sir. I'll be making sure that makes its way to you. So you have not now got, you're now the proud owner of this OBD Go reader. Well done, Joe. Commiserations to everybody else that took part in that. But I will see what else I can dig out on the channel to help you all out. But yeah, I haven't got too much more to add tonight. It was meant to be just a quick sort of broadcast for this, but other than for me to say to you all, thank you so much for supporting me over the last year and all your feedback, comment, and donations. It's most appreciated. It's a bit of a thankless task running a YouTube channel on the Addy TT Mark One. Mainly because they're always breaking and causing us no end of headaches. But I think it's good to share those issues that we have with those of you at home. So firstly, you don't feel like you're alone with these cars when they're always breaking down. But secondly, hopefully some of the jobs that we undertake on the cars ourselves and share with you on the channel, it helps you guys out as well. So really appreciate all the support you've given us. So once again, congratulations to Joe on the win. Well done. I'll be getting this out to you, so you've got that. And thank you all for watching. Keep your eyes peeled to the channel because there will be lots of other content coming up. We've got some great things lined up for next year, as I've already mentioned, because we are off to Holland, we're off to Germany, and I'm sure there will be other events that we organise over the next few months. And I would imagine there'll probably be a breakfast meet coming up down the south here somewhere in the end of December or beginning of January, just so we can get all the TTs together. But once again, thanks for helping out with the channel over the last year and all your support. Look after yourselves. Have a great Christmas, and I'll see you all in the new year, if not before. Thanks all. Take care. See you soon.